Hi, me again. Well, it's been a while. I guess I have a few things that I need to talk about or address. The first thing, of course, I apologize for my lack of consistency. I've been going through a lot of changes and things and endings and all sorts of crap in my personal life, and it has really, there's no one to blame. I have not been able to focus whatsoever. My anxiety has just been through the roof. So I've really just let a lot of things keep me from making these videos, and this is what I love to do. I love to, tarot is my life. It pretty much always has been. I love to pull cards, and I'm just letting my own crap get in the way of what I love. And so I do still have some ideas of how to get myself a little bit more structured, because I'm such an Aries, but at the same time I'm a very insecure Aries and have way too much anxiety. But anyways, I like to just pull cards, and I feel like I need to be a little bit more structured. And anyways, I'm rambling. So I'm going to pull myself out of my shit and get back to doing what I love to do. And yeah, so I appreciate everyone who has been bearing with me and has stayed subscribed and has been checking up and wondering when I'm coming back. Now, I keep wanting to say hopefully now, but it's gonna be now. I'm going to kick myself in the ass and get back out there on here. Yeah, so I have a lot of anxiety, but I'm just gonna push through it. So I'm sorry, or I apologize again, and I really just want to thank everyone who has been patient with me. Yeah, so with that being said, I forgot to address that I hit 1,000 subscribers quite a long time ago. So I want to thank you guys again for subscribing. Hopefully you stick around. Yeah, what else? What else is there? There was a few things I wanted to say, but I think I already told you that I'm insecure. I've just been going through a lot of changes, and I'm gonna stop making excuses for holding myself back. Because I've also been putting things in place to make a lot of positive changes and help myself, so there's really no reason to continue being so afraid to do what I want, I guess. But anyways, enough about me. Let's see what comes out. So it's not really gonna be structured yet. I promise it's coming. Once I can figure out what works for me, it will be a little bit more structured. But I'm finding that doing 12 individual elements is just, it's a little bit too much for me personally, so I might take it down to specifically elements. I don't know. I got a couple ideas brewing, but the plan is to keep making videos consistently. That's too much. So yeah, this is just going to be kind of like a collective reading for whoever feels drawn to it, or yeah, not for any specific sign, just whoever it might resonate for, also keeping in mind that it's just a general reading, and so it won't resonate for everybody. And it is also, as much as I love to rely on my cards, it is just for entertainment purposes. We're just gonna have some fun. It's hard for me to say that, but yeah, my cards are my life, but yeah. Maybe if I see it more as entertainment, maybe it won't give me headaches as much. Here's to hoping. Alright, so I got a bit of a new setup now, so I just keep staring out the window. So this is just going to be for whoever it might resonate for. Oh, my nose is starting to run. Perfect timing. Six of Pentacles. So some of you guys might be trying to help someone. It could be... Sorry. Oh, that's disgusting. 1 second. I'm a mess. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys might be trying to help someone. You could be like lending someone money, you could be doing like charity work, you could just be trying to do something nice for somebody out of kind of like the goodness of your heart. Two of Cups, yeah. It might be something that you're kind of feeling called to do, even if it's not like doing charity work or like something like that, but there's just something where it's like you're trying to balance it out. There could be like, I feel like it's helpful to someone in some way. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like even if you don't realize that it might indirectly be helping somebody, whatever it is that you are doing or wanting to do. We have the Two of Cups here, so I feel like this is something that you're kind of like, you're feeling a little bit pulled to do. I think it might be something that pulls at your heartstrings a little bit, or it affects you in an emotional way. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords here. Oh God, sorry, that's embarrassing. Or not so embarrassing, but it's just gross. Okay, so seeing the Seven of Swords here, so there might be a little bit of confusion about if you're in, oh, okay, and the Devil's right underneath the Seven of Swords. So this thing that you're doing because maybe you're feeling like out of the goodness of your heart, like maybe you're offering to help somebody out with something, but maybe you kind of like low-key don't want to. Like maybe you're feeling like, oh, I should do this thing, like it's the right thing to do, but at the same time you're like thinking about other things that you could be spending your time doing. Or of course it's not going to apply to everyone, that's just kind of a feeling that I get with how I'm seeing this here. Or it's kind of like some of you guys might feel obligated to do something because of a certain relationship that you have with someone, and you're kind of trying to, maybe you or them, I don't know if that makes sense, you or them are trying to figure out, or kind of thinking about wanting to get out. Maybe it feels like a little bit of a toxic or unhealthy situation. You might feel a little bit tied to it. So again, just like feeling like you're obligated to continue giving to a situation that you're feeling is a little bit not so great, not so good, not so healthy. At least right now it's not, and so it's really making somebody think that they need to kind of check out. If not like actually leaving, they're wanting to just detach. I also feel like a lot of you guys are kind of, ironically saying this, gaining your confidence back in a way. Or trying to overcome some confidence issues. Trying to overcome some confidence issues, as well as realizing that in order to get to a certain place emotionally, like in order to get to a certain place in your mind, or to get to a certain place in general, I feel like some of you guys are realizing that you can't take everything with you. Kind of like how he's, the lighting is not as good as I hoped it would be. It's more blaring on my face. Really hides some of my acne though, so it's okay. But anyways, so he's leaving these two swords behind, but he's taking what he can. So I think that that's like realizing that if you want to progress in a certain place or in a certain way, that there are some things that need to be left behind. And it's going to be kind of hard because at one point I think that this thing was kind of good, or it felt good, but now it's just not good and my mouth is just dry. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. And of course it's not going to resonate for everyone, and there's different ways to see those cards too. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I just think that someone's kind of really trying to figure out a way out of something that they feel obligated to continue giving to. That's too much. Okay, we have a Queen of Pentacles here, so might be dealing with an earth sign, or I think it could have to do with I want to say like material things. I also want to say, like, for those of you that trying to build something, I guess like any kind of thing that you're trying to work towards, if it's like, not even, but I was going to say, if it's in a material way, or something that you're trying to bring about in like a physical sense, like, I don't know, anything physically, or anything in like a material way. Say you're trying to like do upgrades to something, or I don't know, I'm thinking about like spring cleaning things, or really any kind of thing that you're trying to bring about in the physical sense or in your material world. I feel like if you're not getting those results right away, I think that the Queen of Pentacles could be kind of like telling you to be patient with yourself. Especially because I think that you already, some of you in a sense might already have experience with this thing that you're trying to build on. Six of Wands. shakes. So 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you guys are having a victory in some sense. Whether, well, with this 10 of Pentacles, I think that some of you guys could have some kind of, or could be going through some kind of like graduation, or you're just completing something. Yeah, graduation, retirement. It's kind of like achievement in a material sense, or something to do with, well, I don't even kind of want to give it boundaries. Like, I don't want to say that it's something specifically material, because it could really be feeling some kind of success or advancement, or like overcoming something in any kind of way. But I think that there was something that ended, and it's kind of like either you're getting over it or you are over it, but there is some kind of success there. 8 of Pentacles. I think for a lot of you, your focus is mainly on work or building up what you're trying to build. Some of you guys could be coming out of some money issues, or the focus could be on money right now. Hierophant. So maybe this victory could have to do with a marriage, a divorce. I want to say specifically a divorce for some of you guys, because the 9 of Pentacles just came out, and I always kind of see that one as like being single or independent, getting back to, I don't know, yourself, abundance, but usually like by yourself. So for some of you guys, it could be a divorce. Others of you, it might be a marriage. I guess it really depends on how you define abundance and victory and success in your own world. Others of you might be seeking guidance from somebody. Maybe like, I don't know, like tarot readings. It could also be like a counselor, doctor, lawyer, priest, whoever it is that you would go to for some kind of guidance, spiritual guidance, advice, whatever it is. But yeah, of course, that won't resonate for everybody. But I think that a lot of you guys are, I just keep wanting to say like getting back to yourself, or like getting back to like your roots, or like what truly makes you happy. We do have the 10 of Swords here. So yeah, there, for a lot of you guys, or for some of you guys, there was some kind of ending, or there is some kind of ending, something that wants to end, or just like really change in some way. Even if something isn't actually ending, it's kind of saying that like what happened and it's not going to be the same again. So whatever situation it was, it definitely changed you, it changed your thinking, it might have affected your money in some way, but it really changed your thinking, and it affects how you're going to move forward from here on out. Yeah. Ace of Wands though, so there is like a new opportunity for a lot of you guys. A passion, new opportunity, exciting new beginning. Could just be getting kind of like a spark reignited in something that you already have going on. And that could be what this victory is here. But yeah, it looks like some of you guys are needing to make a decision on what you need to let go of and what you can take with you on this new thing that you're trying to build for yourself. Because there are some changes that need to happen. There are definitely changes that are going on. I think a lot of you guys have already gone through these endings and stuff. But there's a big focus on yourself, your money, a new opportunity, or I guess, I don't know, like an opportunity to, yeah, reignite something that you've already been doing. Kind of like me forcing myself to, like, get back to what I love doing. So it definitely makes sense. Inner voice. So inner voice, transformation, new vision, and clinging to the past. So yeah, whatever is going on, whatever kind of changes you guys have going on, you're really feeling called towards it, called towards making these changes. Like a lot of our beliefs are being changed and shifted and kind of called into question. And it's really hard for a lot of us, especially when we're finishing off here with clinging to the past. A lot of you guys really feel like you need to change some of the things about the way that you see things or believe, or what you expect out of certain situations like relationships, I guess whatever it is that you're trying to go for. But it's hard to do because of clinging to the past, or clinging to outdated things that we've grown up with or that we've believed to always be. It's definitely a hard thing to do. It's definitely a hard thing to change something that has been very deep rooted, I want to say, especially with the miser here on the bottom of the deck. This lighting, I'm sorry, that's another thing for me to work out. But she's really clinging on to what she has. So yeah. Hopefully this made sense to whoever watches. Whoops. But yeah, we do have a new opportunity here for us, as long as we don't continue holding ourselves back or letting those specific situations, I don't know, it's different for everybody, but everyone's got something that will hold them back from what they're trying to do. That devil came up. And so, like, we had the Seven of Swords on top of that devil. So there's definitely a knowing, or like an inner knowing. There's so many cards that came up to say that there is this inner knowing of what it is that we need to let go of, drop, whatever it may be. But there's definitely a knowing of what that is for you guys. But yeah. So hopefully you guys liked that. Hopefully it made sense. Thank you again for bearing with me, being patient. I'm gonna do better at being consistent and not holding myself back. I'm not trying to cling to my anxiety. Anyways, thanks again.